Hello everyone and welcome to the collage channel of Collages by Milons. This is the channel where I show my art. It's been a long time I was not posting something. I think the last video was 2 years ago when I was living in Ireland, where I bought this sketchbook you're seeing now. There was this massive art supply store, and so I grabbed this and a little one, which I'll show you in another video. And this contains collage only and some mixed media, but you'll see that. So I think it's time to get started. Some collages are not that complicated, like I can use maximum like 2 pieces. Like this is it's a collage of 2 pieces, like 1 and 2. Some reference here with the original title, but I never did it again. I love this kind of collage because there was this thrift store which was, I think, in Talbot Street. His name is Under the Bridge. It was selling like massive things of clothes or house furniture, books and magazines and pages, and I grabbed all the time a massive quantities of these pages where I found inspiration on, like, because I remember there was a day after work I did some, like, the first ever idea I ever got on this cyborg or mechanical portraits from ancient pictures or whatever, and so that was a format I started and I continue doing from the first ever, which was, yeah, I think it was 2022 or 2023, I don't remember exactly which was the first prototype, but I love this kind of collage. Like, pretty simple in this case. You have a nice contrast between the old paper and the new ones, so it's like something mechanical from the future, but it's in the past, something like that. This was for an art contest on Instagram. I don't remember the name of the page where the contest was, but translate is what life will be. So in this table, I'll all gather it, like all the emotional status of a human being, like anxiety or worried or worried, chaotic, thankful, because that's the chaos of life, that leads you to be stressed most of the time, but the secret is just to keep going, and that's it. Some other nice contrast. Here you see these wrinkles or some bubbles due to the glue. But I love the contrast between this red here and all the rest, which is black and white. I love it. Some other portraits. A little bit more of colors here of this statue. Trying to grab these butterflies. Here's another type of collage I love doing. It's like some sort of a heart underneath the surface. Perception. Like this was, like some collage you see here are just for practicals or because I just wanted to do that, or to pursue an idea. Like everything here is like upside down, but it's how you see it that leads to the perception of it. Like you see here, there's some wrinkles or bubbles. Some other portraits. As I told you, some of collages are made just by two pieces, like you see just this and this piece. But it turned out pretty good. Sometimes I just stay clean and simple, and the result is still pretty cool, in my opinion. A more massive mechanical portraits. Like most of these characters are like philosopher or architects or engineers or soldiers, sometimes generals. Some flames going up from this figure here. This was pretty difficult. It's like a technique because you need to glue this surface underneath and then try to cut it out without the paper being stuck as it rips off. Vanish, like to simulate the fact that human being is mostly like a machina or something, because already like our phones are the natural how can I say, it's like part of us because we are constantly with phones in our hands. So maybe we're vanishing as humans and becoming more mechanicals. Maybe. This seems like a sort of something from the Bible, probably. I don't know the references of all the pages I have, but it was nice to see all these people pointing these creatures coming out from this lake here and this thunder on the background. I think it turned out pretty cool. Another art picture. Some markers, medias. Like, I'm really into symmetrical things, and so here I try to represent this linked perfectly together, but as you can see, is not well done. But someone told me that it's cool for the fact that it's not perfect as it was supposed to be in my mind. So I just appreciate it. I love this. You know, all this postcard that you see from people that was sent to someone else that they love, or some relatives or partners and stuff. So I type it here, which is love, all done. So this title is from an Italian singer, which is Fred Buongusto, that says Amore, fermati. So like, stop for a second and just admire something incredible like this, where you can see this landscape. But actually people are not walking on the street, but they're walking on the clouds or on the ice with some planets on the background. So I don't know, I just like it. Some things are just linked to music or whatever caught my inspiration. This here I was trying to represent some vaporwave style kind of thing, like this room that as long as you go further, the room just come like towards you with this color, and I don't know, I kind of like it. Here's something intriguing, like if you see closely, like a lot of those people just look each other with this like kind of laser beams or whatever. And so there's something intricate here, because everyone is looking at each other or pointing something on the roof or somewhere else, and this massive identity here, which has no name, but is like something that is above everything, while they get in a row or something, and these things right here like control everyone. So I think it's pretty cool as a concept. Some old photographs, some nice contrast. This is like everything you see is open to interpretation, but something like this maybe not, of course. This contains like a real coffee stain, because I remember doing this. I was listening to an Italian song which has the same name as the phrase you see here, which is goodbye love, goodbye. So sign like a sort of relationship ending or ended. So I had the little mug full of coffee, and then when I finish I just spread it on top of this, and it's like remaining. So the end of the coffee goes with the end of their relationship. So it's like the same thing, but in two different versions. This is pretty randomic. There's some receipts from some stores in Ireland and other things. You know, just sometimes when I collage, I just want to stick, and just no matter what. Something might be more intentional, like this hand holding this insect. But another things I love to do is like create these sort of creatures that come across from other worlds or from somewhere to do something. There was a series I would like to pursue again, which is Justice Lawbringers, which basically talks about these creatures that bump into the earth to make justice for all the criminal things happening in the world, all the things that doesn't go well for my vision. So some Nuremberg landscapes. I remember there was a day where there was this kind of massive box where they kept all the magazines, all the journals and stuff. They had all this kind of pages with Nuremberg. So I say, okay, I will do some of these creatures holding these eggs. Like this, it reminds me of a solar system or something. And this creature that actually doesn't exist, but that's the lovely thing about art. You can actually make things existing. Queen Mary, the Queen Mother. Some family portrait with this, like I had the idea of this primordial eggs of creation, or I don't know. Another Lawbringer creatures. I don't know what I wanted to represent here, because there's a person here that it might be doing something bad with all these animals, or I don't know. It's just things that cross my mind, but I think here I wanted to represent something that go against humans that doesn't treat animals good, and so they like cut it off to save animals. I love this. You see all these rooms where they develop the photographs, so that's red in purpose, and there's this hand where if you look closely, the hand is coming through the roof in this crease here. Yeah. So I think it turned out really fantastic. So yeah. some other creatures. This is in the sky just to have the idea that it is actually flying. Some more colors here, some thunders. I used a white marker. Same creatures, but massive context. Like this is like some apocalypse thing. And by the face, you can tell this person is like happy to do what he's doing. I don't know. This is a triptychal, I think that's the name. Like, if you look closely to this landscape, they kind of have this ripped up effect, like they're damaged from the past. So I said, okay, I'll maybe use some ghost effect with something. So I grabbed a piece of this tape here, and I put like an eye underneath the tape. And then I slowly pulled off the tape. And so I had in my end this piece of tape with the actual eye you see here. And I said, oh, cool, that's like a ghost effect thing. And so I just put it here. As you can see, it's not really evident. But that's the effect I wanted to get. And so I did with all the other two. You know, the more you do things, you just experiment, you find something that you like and you just apply it to other things you create. I had to put this for obvious reason. Like this was from original Playboy magazine from the 80s, which I grabbed from the same store because it's unique materials. It's not like the usual magazines you can find nowadays. So don't remember her name, but she's really beautiful and gorgeous. Some battle between ships or some octopus tentacles. You know, I love to represent things that come from the eyes. I don't know, something that is developed from the inside and that it just grows out. I don't know. This is from an Italian indie singer, and translated is like, tonight I'm gonna look for you in the crowd. And actually there's a lot of crowd, but it seems like one unique piece. But if you look closely, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 pieces differently. So everything seems like a unique crowd where people are packed, you know. The name is Calcutta. As I told you, like, this is not tentacles, but it's thunder going out from the eye, something mechanical, you know. And I love the outfit, like here. It seems everything so good together, so yeah, that's what it is. I love this as well. Like, it's pretty chaotic with this red sky. Always Nuremberg here. I love mixing since the beginning, like human stuff, so legs, arms, heart, livers, lungs, with insect, like butterflies, bug, and all these mechanical things. Like everything together makes something really incredible that doesn't exist in reality but exists in my brain. So that's why I love doing collage, because I want to represent things that does not exist. So I look for the most creative things to represent it actually in the paper. This was for an art contest on an Instagram page, but I don't remember the name. This is from 2024, so we're getting close to the end. there's nothing here. Like there was, I had this idea in my mind, but then I stopped. So probably this will just remain as it is, as some things in life should stay. Like some things are made for just stay as they are. Or I can just go back here one day and do something else, because this dancer seems like they're pointing out something which is like in this area, so I might be doing something here, but who knows. This is the most recent, like from this year, but same thing here. I just glued this landscape because maybe I had an idea that I wanted to catch in my mind, but then I just couldn't, so I just left it. I just leave it that way. There's a white page. Maybe I wanted to do something that is complement with this one. This is the most recent, actually. It's like something, I don't remember the exact title, but something about blossoming, because it has these flowers going out from the earth. Or, look how detailed is this, and if you touch it, you can tell it's like on different level. Like this tube seems really part of the muscles and the neck. This sort of machinas here linked to everything, so everything works together. And then there's petals going out, so it's like something complex which is going to be slightly delicate, and all these petals going with the wind, or I don't know. I thought it's pretty cool. And the last here is from an art contest, which is from Visual Duck. You can look it up on Instagram. It's a really nice page. The landscape was the same for anyone, and you can use it like however you want it. So I put like a creatures I made in that moment. Like everything you see here is original, besides the contest pages where you have like a generical download where anyone could download the same images and then do their best. But everything else is just original, from original magazine, original books. Nothing is printed or downloaded, or sometimes I might find the same pages on the same book because I have multiple copies, but sometimes it's really difficult to find the same exact page because it might be from a very rare magazine or book or journal or something. So yeah, that's the sketchbook so far. There's not many pages left. I mean, there's still a lot, so. But that's it for the moment. I hope you liked the video. If you want, you can leave a comment or a like and share and subscribe to the channel to stay updated for more videos. Stay tuned, guys. Goodbye. Goodbye.